This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Williams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Gets this one to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
5-8. Right there, 56. Push him back. Under 5-9. Under crunch. Check 31. Check 31. Kill.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Let's go one more. Mike's 50, Mike. You killed. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Gill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Back. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 15. 57.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Anthony. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Taking a deep shot here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They go with Murray again. And some room to work. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Slam. Any weapon.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, they thought they were going to break At the time, the defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. Eluding, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll go again to McCoy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, 5-9. Easy, opposite. You ain't going nowhere.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Breeze now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken.
Time to bring the bass dirt. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. No both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy, cool down.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready. Yellow 80. Check 53. 12. General West. Shoot. Sammy.
Brees now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Like 22. Check.
On first down, Brees. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, first and 15.
My 7. We own this.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Exit.
Now Brees on third down. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check three. Hey, easy. We go 21. Clock.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
11 yards there, 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive...
He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 42 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right here, right here. Wall, 61, match box, white. 11. Bravo. Here we go. You better bring it. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Watch the run. Check. Lucky. Shit.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They go back to Murray on first down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 31, Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
To throw, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Get ready. Hey, team 6. Team tonight.
To throw is Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. From the red zone now, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt taking it in as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
24-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, kill. Check. 12. Check. Here we go. Coming. 53 at the mic. 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right.
Ready.
Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
You're good. Right forward. Ready. 2 by 22. I got him.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
53.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Kamara running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, 32 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
Here we go, let's bring it. Hey, Charlie, let's bring it. 53 at the mic.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
That's the way. Run. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Blue draw Corkers. Check hot. He's coming. I got it.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, echo.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready, 5-9. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
On 1st down, Murray. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come on, QB. Kill. Show it up. Hey, easy. Ringo. Kill. Shit.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 53. Kill. Check 25. X3. 218. Chop. Mike. 53. Here we go. You got nothing. Ready, back.
Now Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
At the Browns 17-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 53. Crunch time, defense. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53 first.
Back to throw, Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. He couldn't. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. 42. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
18, 26. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith. 78 yards as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple.
To correct it all, you've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check 99. Mike 42, Mike.
Protein spill.
Get me in holes. Hey, look.
Hey, easy.
They'll run on first down. It's Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now on first down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Saints will have the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Preston Smith there on the stop. On 2nd down, Kamara. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze now to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Rip left, rip left. Sammy, Sammy. 42.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And Gibbs got it. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. On the ground, Kamara. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Kill. Top dog. 80 weapon. Kill! It's a safety creek. Recon, 132 fighter. Here we go.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's got some space here. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Kill. 22 jet bomber.
Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Again has it complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Opposite. Hey, orbit.
Breeze now. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Kill. Hey, easy. 42. Over. 42 is the mic. You're good. Side forward, ready. What you got, man? Ready, take.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
10.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at about the 14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players.
And the pressure gets to him again. Kiko Alonso, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Third and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. To throw is Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Rodgers, a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Got his man, it's Williams. Only a yard on the completion, it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some...
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 49 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Running with Kamara, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Back now here live in New Orleans. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
No. 158. Check 56. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Rodgers open here is Allison. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, Rodgers, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to run now. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. They'll get this out wide to Allison. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers get a score closer. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And there he goes again. 20, 10, and they are going to finish this touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Throwing is Rodgers.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Bree's going to throw here. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much